Hello everybody, this is Calabus here, back with some more Baldur's Gate. On today's episode I'm going to show you a neat trick to try to get you some experience faster. We're going to go ahead and go to single player and start a new game. Going to create a character. We're going to import one of the ones I've already been using. Bring in Bane. Just pick any voice, any name, doesn't really matter, except start out the beginning of the game. So for this part, you don't really need to do any of the beginning quests or anything. You could just go right through it and go to where Gorion is waiting for you. Doing all the little quests, you could stop and do them if you want, but really you're just trying to get experience really fast, so you're skipping all this part. Be like, I don't want to talk to you. Go up to Gorion, don't bother talking to him, just say, hey, I'm ready to go, and he'll lead you out of the town. So basically the concept between this little leveling trick is that you make your character, give him some of the best gear, maybe play the game a little bit to test it out and play it the normal way, maybe get yourself a level, and then once you got some good gear using the equipment trick and you got a level, then you could actually start doing this trick just to get real quick experience. I mean, if you play the game for an hour just doing the regular quests, you should get pretty close to being level 2, especially if you, while you're getting the equipment, you do the little quests around town. This is just a little intro thing, you can't really skip it or anything, you just have to wait for it to play out. So like I said, the concept of this is pretty much making your character as tough as possible so he could solo some tough mobs by himself and not share experience. Usually you're going to have a group of 6 people, which means any quest you do or any monsters that you slay, the experience that you gain from that is going to be split 6 ways. But if you make yourself tough enough to where you could kill these creatures that I'm going to show you by themselves, that means you get all the experience for yourself and you don't have to share it. So here comes Emma. You could keep her with you for a little while until you get to the part that I'm going to show you. Just be like, alright, let's go. And just start walking. This guy wants to stop and talk to you, just be like, hey, I don't want to talk to you, leave me alone, don't really need to waste your time. I'll bring the little girl, me too. These guys usually join your party if you want to talk to them, but you don't really need them, you don't want to share your experience with them, so kind of skip them at this point. Got a little gibberling chasing after me, just shoot him real quick. Alright, so we're going up. Now just north of the 2 guys that usually join your party is this tree. If you hold tab, it lights up and shows you that you could click on it, so you come over and click on it. You grab this diamond out of it. The diamond's worth like 500 gold, and it also stacks, so if you do this several times, you keep getting all those diamonds. You could get as many as you want. It's not really adding weight, and it's only taking up 1 slot. So you could like stack the diamonds up to 5, and get some good money when you finally start playing the game for reals and sell them. So we're just moving on, going down the road. Get to the edge of the screen, move over to the next part of the screen, go over to the little forest. Little wizard comes up and wants to talk to you real quick. Doesn't really matter what you say to him, just talk to him.
I'm on it.
So you start moving along, follow the road. When you get up to this part, the little pillar, if you go straight north of it, I believe there's a little hidden ring up here in the rock. So go up to the ring, grab that. Again, rings you could like put on yourself and wear it. So, and it's not very heavy, so you get the money for it without it costing you too much. It doesn't cost up too much room if you equip it to your character. And I actually haven't identified the ring yet, so I don't even really know what the ring does. Now, if you go all the way over to the east of the map, you should be able to find an ogre that drops some belts. He drops 2 belts. One is an elven belt, which is used for a quest, which is worth 750 gold, so you only need 1 for the quest. Kill these guys real quick. You only need 1 for the quest. The other ones you can sell for 750. The other belt he drops is a cheaper belt. It's actually a curse belt that changes the sex of any character that wears it. So if you put it on a male character, it turns it into a female. If you put it on a female character, it'll turn that character into a male. So if you didn't like MON being a female, you could make her equipped it, and I guess she would turn into a male. Just keep on going east, and eventually you should run into, there he is, Mr. Big Ogre with a club. Go up to him, smash him a couple times. Take his belt. So, has a little ring on him. The big belt, the thicker one with the big gold buckle, is the one that changes the sex. Just think big gold gay buckle is sex change. Or, I don't want to say gay, I'll say flamboyant belt buckle. And the little skinny one is the elf one. Just think elves are usually skinny, so the skinny belt is for, and I'm not racist against elves either. Don't start sending me hate comments about skinny elves, but just a way to remember, the skinny one is the one that's worth 750 and is for the quest. The big fat one is the one that changes your sex and isn't that valuable. You could take it if you have the space for it, but you don't have to keep it. It's definitely the less valuable of each of them. Kill these little gibberlings real quick. If your character dies on this little part, you don't really care if she dies. I mean, you're going to be fighting a pretty tough creature, and if you solo it, you get more experience, but at the very beginning, like if you're level 2 or level 3, you might want to bring 1 or 2 people to help you. Get the little potion. You might want to get 1 or 2 people to help you, but if you could solo it, I mean, anybody in your group that has to help you with the fight is going to be stealing some of your experience. And if you get to the point where you get good enough gear to where you could solo them, then that would be preferable. Also, if you did the little equipment trick and you got a bunch of healing potions, you could also heal yourself after the fight. The reason... Alright, so you're going to Burgos. There's a couple people in this town that if you already done a little bit of the questing, you know you could get into your group. There's a dwarf that you could get. There's a mage that you could help out and get. I think there's also a bard. But you only pick them up if you think you're going to need help. If you're doing this for the first time and you're still level 1, or you were only level 2 and you haven't really got better gear yet, you can. But when you're strong enough to do this part on solo, that's by yourself, that's whenever you start getting that experience really quickly. So it helps if you do the little equipment trick that I have in my video to help you get gold and get yourself better equipment in the beginning. So you're just coming over here to the west. You're going over to High Hedge. Now on this map, there's a little like castle like right around here. That's our destination. So we're just trying to head down that way. Kind of heading a little bit south, a little bit west. Sometimes you run into random mobs. A couple skeletons up here want to fight. Hit them. Kill the skeletons. Crush them with your sword. Crush them. And then move along. When you see this guy, that means you're right by the castle. He's just north of it. You could talk to him if you want to, and if you want to have another person in your group, you can. Just be like, hey, we're adventurers, and it's like, he's like, hey, can I join you and fight bandits? You'd be like, why are you fighting bandits? He's like, I want vengeance against them. And you're like, you could say, hey, we don't want you to in our group try to get vengeance, or you could just be like, okay, that's fair. We like somebody seeking vengeance. Come and join our group. And basically, you're moving around to the south side of this castle. This guy stops to talk to you, and he's like, hey, inside that castle there's a real strong, powerful magic user, and yeah, I can't go in there and fight him because he has real tough creatures protecting him. And basically the tough creatures, actually I didn't bring this down. The tough creatures is the things you want to kill. They're pretty tough and they hit pretty hard. The good thing about them is they're solo creatures, which means there's only one attacking. And I think my archer guy's up here fighting skeletons. Said he was getting hit. I'm gonna have to kill some skeletons real quick if he's chasing after him. Alright, we'll kill the skeletons real quick. So, as I was saying, the golems is a single fight, but they're really tough. They hit really hard. They have big lifelines. So, if your main character isn't tough enough to handle the fight, you might want to bring a couple people with you to help out with it. Just remember, the only person that has to survive the fight is your hero. And even if you only are able to kill one golem, that's still going to give you a lot of experience. Since my warrior's already pretty strong, I'm going to go up here to the character screen. I'm going to go to Reform Party, and I'm actually kicking Imowen out, and I'm kicking the ranger out, because I just don't want to share my cheating experience with them. So, kick them out of the group, be like, yeah, I don't need no help. You can save it real quick if you want. Save it. And then you just go in by yourself. If you're tough enough. Like I said, if it's your first time, bring a couple people with you and just use them as fodder. Have them attack the golem first and just weaken the golem, and when they die, just kill them by your main character. Hopefully my guy should be tough enough to actually just kill him by himself, so he's going up here. Maybe. And there's the golem, so I'm going to start attacking him. He hits pretty hard. If you're a little bit stronger, you can fight him. Yep. So he's dead. He gives you 2,000 experience. It says I'm in the group all by myself. All 2,000 of that experience goes straight to me. When you're at level 1, it only takes 2,000 experience to get to level 2. And then I think it takes like another 4,000 to get to level 3. So you could level up pretty quick just by killing one guy. If you need to, you should have a lot of healing potions if you did my equipment trick to get the gold. They just keep taking the healing potions off of them. Also, if you get the people to join your group, I believe Imowen has some healing potions on her. You could also have stole her healing potions before you came in here. Just so you could heal it up. You know, just to be careful, if you heal up all the way, you can also go outside and rest, but save the game again. Before you come over, you're going to be fighting another golem over here. So there's the golem. Okay, there he is. Just start smacking on the golem. Again, they hit pretty hard, so your first couple times, if you're not at least like probably level 3, you probably have a hard time soloing them. Because they hit like a truck. If you have a character that isn't a tank like mine and you have to use magic spells or range and kite them around, you can. But I could use a little patching up. Killed him. So you get the second one, you get another 2,000 experience. Save it again, just to be safe. Kind of easy to get healing potions doing my little equipment trick, because the people inside the little building where you do your practice fight, you could keep taking their healing potions, and every time you do the beginning part, you can actually go into the little like hospital area, talk to the guy and get a healing potion each time you do that. Imoen always has like a healing potion on her, so every time you do this before you kick her out of the group, you could take her healing potion and give it to yourself. So I'm pretty weak, so I could just swallow some of these healing potions real quick, give myself some life. Alright, so you killed the 2 golems, you saved it, now you're coming up to the little wizard. Now the good thing about this wizard is usually when you want to click on him, they say let you talk to him. The good thing about that is to attack him, you have to click your weapon and then you have to attack him. But the good part is, if you start swinging at him and your first hits are misses, he's just going to stand there and be like, hey, what are you doing? Why are you trying to attack me? He's not going to fight back. He actually doesn't start attacking you back until you get at least 1 hit on him. So, like that first one's a miss, so he's not attacking. Now I hit him, so now he's like, hey, what are you doing? You want to fight? And if you're strong enough, you're able to kill him just like that before he even casts his first spell. And he actually gives you 3,000. So for coming in here and soloing these creatures all by myself, I just gained 2,000 for each of the golems and earned 3,000 for the mage. So I just earned 7,000. So what I would do is I would just save the game, save them, and then I just go straight to quit, and then you just do it again. It's a rinse and repeat for as much experience as you want. As you level up, it's going to be a lot easier and you can do it a lot quicker. Again, you just go to new game, create, import, go to the save game, go to the game that you just saved, do your character, and be done. Any voice, name, done, accept. Just skip that part again real quick. And then, like I said, it's basically a rinse and repeat process. The first couple times you do it, you might have to have a couple people in your party just to help you out. Like I said, it's not important that anybody survives except your character. And the lesser amount of characters you could use, the quicker your leveling up process will be, because you're not sharing that experience. Also, an important thing to know, even though you're not bringing your characters along to level up with you, like maybe you're saying, well, I plan on keeping Imoen with me the entire fight, so why don't I just bring her and have her get the experience? What's important is, even though I'm starting this game right now as a level 6 fighter, that whenever people join your party, they don't join like as a level 1 or a level 2. They kind of level up to meet your requirements. So when they join my group, since I'm a level 6 fighter, they're going to be like a level 6 thief or a level 6 druid or whatever. So it actually, even though they're not getting experience for the fight, they're going to be kind of leveling up at the same time you are when you actually start the game. The good thing about that is you're getting tough people to join you right away. The bad thing about that is the game automatically decides where they put the points, like when they level up, like where they put the skill points, where they, like as for the thief, where they put the thief points at, which I'll show you that right now. Go do this again real quick, show it to you one more time. They have long been my friends. You can trust them. So whenever you're giving your character the gear right off the bat, if you're like level 1, like I said, it's kind of a good idea if you want to do all the little mini quests around the town that you were just in, because you're doing a lot of quests in there that gives like 50 to 100 gold each. And since you're all by yourself doing those solo quests, all that experience comes to you. If you do it like 5 times to get like 5 shields and 5 sets of armor, and then you do the quest 5 times, by the time you're done, you're actually going to be level 2. And then you could just do the beginning quest to kind of figure out how everything works, and then maybe go in and get really good gear and be able to kill the golems and the wizard. I mean, it's up to you how to do it. I'm just giving you the basic concept so you can kind of figure out what I'm talking about and how to take advantage of the easy early game mechanics. The actual gear and stuff that you use, the class you pick, and how you handle the fights and everything, that's pretty much up to you to figure out the details. This is just a basic trick to kind of give you a good lead on the experience. Alright, So she's going to join your group again. If you're confident that you didn't need her, you could just get rid of her right now. But I'm going to show you. I'll go to her character. I'll go to character. So you can see she's not a level 1 thief like you would normally get if you just went through the game normally and did it the first time. You'll still be level 1 leaving the town, and then she'll be level 1. But now she's at level 6. But because of that, they choose where they're putting her thief points. So they put like 100 into find traps. They put like 95 into move silently. They didn't put anything into like open locks and pickpockets. That's at 25. So if you wanted to be using this thief to kind of be going around picking stuff, opening traps, and or picking locks and stealing stuff, they really haven't set her up that way, and they've been choosing how to spend her points. You know, they also choose where to spend her proficiencies on short sword, quarterstaff, short bow. So you kind of miss the ability whenever you get mages and stuff in your group that's higher level. You kind of miss the chance to like pick what spells they get or whatnot. So they get leveled up, but you kind of, the computer auto does it. So, but since my guy's level 6 when she joins, she's level 6, and I'll get another character. He'll join at like level 6. So it's just a way to say, like, if you want to do the power level thing and you're like, well, I want to use my thief and my main character to kill the golems so that my thief gets experience, well, it's not going to matter because she just gets leveled up based on what you do. So end that. Go ahead and run through the end of the map. Do that part, do that part. Going through, I'm going to also show you another thing real quick while doing this. Again, just skip those people. I mean, unless you think you need extra help to take on the golems because it's your first or second try. Try not to forget the diamond in here. Like I said, they're going to stack. So now I got 2 diamonds. This is my second turn through, and they stack. I'm not sure how high they stack, but it's taking up 1 space. It's almost no weight, and that little space now is worth 1,000 gold pieces instead of 500. So you want to make sure you try not to forget to pick up the diamond. Boom, 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 boom. Go back. Mage is coming up to you again. Be like, I don't want to talk to you.
I'm on it.
Moving on through. Again, just north of this little waypost or pillar or whatever sign you want to count it is a little rock thing, so you want to go grab the ring in here. Grab the ring. And again, if you want to get the belt worth 750 gold, you could go kill that ogre again and get it. I believe, I actually kept one of the versions of the belt for me. The one that's worth 750 is Girdle of Piercing, Elfsbane. It gives you armor class +3 versus missiles and piercing attacks, so it's a lot harder for people to shoot you or use piercing weapons on you. So you're going to need one of them to turn into the quest. If you want to sell as many as you get, they are each 750 worth 750 gold, or you could just equip them. If you do keep more than one with you, like if you're going to turn in the quest, then you want to make sure that you could go up and turn in the quest with just one guy, and like you could have your main character have one belt on him, and then have like MON holding all your extra belts, and then just go up the stairs to the end to turn in the quest for the belt. And if you're the only one on the floor with the guy, it's like the second floor, there's like I think a dwarf or something that wants the belt. If you're up there by yourself and your other characters are downstairs with your extra belts, then whenever you turn in the quest, he only takes the one belt that your main character has on him. I think if you have all your characters up there with all the belts in your hand, then he'll just eliminate all the belts from your inventory. But if you keep your people with your extra belts downstairs when you turn in the quest, you won't lose your belt. So if you want to keep them and not sell them, I mean, if you're just going to plan on selling them before you go up, you could just sell them all, sell everyone but one, and then go do the quest. pretty much up to you. We're going to go ahead and skip the ogre though. Again, like I said, if you wanted to find him, you just go all the way to the east and you'll eventually find him. Kill these guys real quick. Bad bandit. Alright, so go downstairs. Or not downstairs, but to the south of the map. Just keep heading south. Alright, south. Go into the town. Guy comes up to talk to you, be like, yeah, I don't really want to talk to you. Thank you for your help. Alright, so if you're having kind of a problem dealing with, like, soloing the golems, they're hitting you too hard, they're hitting you too often, you can kind of sell your items. Now, anytime you do the restart and start the game over again, you can't take any money with you, but you can take items. And I believe we'll find it. Over here. There's a shop. I mean, so if you did the equipment trick, build up some of your armor and equipment. Maybe you get a magic weapon or whatever kind you want, you could buy that. Oh, I think it goes over here. So you're having a tough time and you want to get yourself a piece of equipment that's going to kind of help you through the fight. You come up into this little inn. So you come in here, do the fight. This guy comes up to you and wants to start a fight right off the bat. You don't have to fight him, but if you talk to him and you say the right things, you could get experience from him. First of all, the things you want to say is, you never want to say that you're going to be on your way, because that means you're just leaving and you're backing down, so you never want to do that. And you never want to kind of like insult him to where you're going to try to start a fight. So you'd be like, hey, there's no room, there's plenty of bar for both of us. Then he's like, don't buy him a drink right off the bat. What you want to do is say, yeah, you don't want to be like mean to him to start a fight. So don't buy him a drink, don't start a fight. Just be like, hey, we're kind of be funny. We'll do the first one. Then they start talking about his son and be like, hey, hold on. Everyone goes their own path. It's not our fault that he wanted to be a warrior. And never, like I said, never leave peacefully. Don't try to antagonize him. Be like, if you think you know him, it's your calling, something you're born with. Try to be kind of neutral about it. And then he just talks about it. Once you're at the end and his friend tries to calm him down, at this part is where you'll toast his memory. And it's like, alright, I'll toast it. And for doing that, you actually get 900 experience, which kind of, if you're only level 1 or level 2, if you actually got rid of the girl before I did this quest, like did this part by yourself, you actually don't even have to do the fights to level up to level 2 or level 3. Just come in here and do the talking that I just did, and you'll get the 900 experience for doing the talking all by yourself. And you can level up to level 3 like just by doing that a couple times, so that you're strong enough to do the fight with the golems and the wizard by yourself. Again, you would remove anybody in your group before you did that, because since Emma was in my group, she actually got 450 of the experience and I got 450, so it was kind of a waste having her in the group. But you could also come up here, talk to the guy. What do you have to offer? Go to his items. He has the protector, which is gives you +1 armor class for 450 gold. like I said, I only have like 202 gold because I reset the game. But if you have all your shields and your armor, and you have the diamonds and you have the girdles and stuff, they're only worth 1 gold if you don't identify them. But if you get them identified, then they're worth more. But you could sell the items to where you have 4,000 gold easily, and then you could buy the necklace, and then you would able to equip it. I already got it equipped on my character. He already has the necklace on him. So if you're having a hard time, could buy the valuable item. You won't lose the items. So, and then any extra gold you have, you could like buy something else, like maybe magic arrows or something. But just make yourself try to get your armor class as high as possible if you're going to be soloing it. Having a class that wears plate mail and a magic shield, it helps because it makes you real hard to hit. Having the necklace as extra armor class, so my armor class is actually -4, so it actually helps. I made sure I had a magic weapon before I started doing this too. So just give yourself as well as possible. Go ahead and leave.
Sorted. You right, all then. Right, what's this then?
Oops.
What you want? I've done
You
had
can leave
enough
too.
of this.
Right, what's this then?
And like I said, once you feel comfortable, you don't even have to bring the girl around with you. You could get rid of her at any point, just remove her. But before I do that, like I said, she actually has 3 healing potions on her. So you could take these from her every time you do this, and take her little oil of speed too. So you're gonna have the stacks of healing potion, and you'll be able to stack the oil of speeds as well. So might as well take all that stuff from her each time. That way, if you need to heal yourself a bunch of times to kill the golems, at least you're kind of using those potions that you stole from her anyways. You know, then you could remove her from your party. Or, oops, remove her from the party. Reform. Remove. Say bye to her. And then just go by yourself. So if you're not strong enough to do the fights to get the experience right off the bat, you don't have a character that could tank those golems, like I said, you could just do the quest inside this little inn. It's the Baldur Post Inn, where you just talk to the guy, so he gives you 900 experience every time you just come to this town. And you just make sure you're the only one in the group at that time, and you'll get that 900 experience all by yourself. Any other easy quests that you kind of see doing where it just involves talking or doing something real quick that you could kind of solo is another way to get kind of experience fast if it was still kind of tough for you to actually solo these creatures. Oops. So skipping the ranger again, I don't need to talk to him, I don't need him in the group. Be like, you guys can't hurt me. Crush a skeleton. Bone does. Smack him. Okay, smack him alright. Would you just hit him? Jeez. Finally. Man, fight a skeleton forever. Don't they realize that I'm a power level OP warrior? Can't mess with me. Like, I don't want to talk to you. I'm going to just go kill these golems by myself. Thank you very much. Don't waste my time. Boom, 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 boom. Again, you're just being kind of safe in case they do get a couple good hits off you, couple criticals. Just save it before you go in there. Go in. Be like, hey, Mr. Golem, I know you're over here waiting for me. Let's fight. And smack him around a couple times. Be like, yeah, take that. You're near death. You're almost dead. See, I had a much better fight this time than I did on the last one where they actually got some good hits on me, but I kind of smacked them around that time. You could do another save real quick. I'm not going to bother saving it because this is really just to show you guys what's going on. Do another, be like, don't run from me. Smack you. Oh, he punched me. I'll smack, cut your arm off. Here I come. Boom! Pieces. Alright, coming back over. So again, pretty much every time you do this, if you do it solo, you're getting 7,000 experience every time. I mean, now that I'm level 6, you have to get up to 64 to do it. Level 5 is a lot easier to reach. Level 6 is a little bit tougher. It gets a lot. I mean, the cap raises to get to the next level, and some people might think it makes the game too easy, but really, it just kind of. I mean, it makes the first part kind of easy, so you kind of focus more on the story and doing the quest and playing, and you don't have to worry about accidentally dying or just losing to a spider poisoning you and then killing you, and then you have to spend all this money to res. So it kind of helps you get through the first negative parts of the game. But the power leveling, I mean, the game catches up to you pretty quick. I mean, you'll be tough through the first couple parts. But, I mean, since those first couple parts, you're barely getting any experience from killing the mobs and doing the quest anyways, it catches up to you really fast. So the fights will start getting harder around mid-game. And by the time it's at game, it's really just a good start for you. It doesn't make the game just a breeze or too easy for you or anything. You still have to work to win it. But, yep, go up there, save it another time, save it on Bang, alright, go in there, say hi to the wizard. Again, best part about the wizard is he's just going to stand there and let you swing at him until you finally get a hit off. Oh, hit him. Oh, if he gets his spell off, then that kind of... Hit him, hit him, hit him, hit him. Bam, pieces. Oh, as far as his gear, if you want to loot him, these potions, I believe, stack, so they're only going to take one spot in your inventory. If you have a spot for his robe, it's worth 300 gold pieces to sell, so if you think you have something in your inventory that's worth less, you could take that spot up with the robe. Like I said, make sure you get the diamonds every time you do this part of the quest. Make sure you get the rings. And if you want to get the fat belts, are really a waste of time. They're only worth like 100 gold. But try to pick up the elven belts, the skinny belts, because those are worth 750. Even if you don't turn them all in for the quest, or you don't turn them in, or you don't equip them. So there you go. That's pretty much my little tips for getting gold, getting items, and getting a kind of experience boost to the beginning of your fight, your adventure. My next video, I'm actually planning on, I'm going to maybe do a little power boost to a rogue, get him to maybe level 5 or level 6, and then I'm going to try running a solo campaign as an assassin. What that's basically going to be is I'm going to make an assassin character, and I'm going to have him go through the game, and he's never going to have anybody join his party. Anybody that joins his party, he's going to eliminate right away, just reform party and kick him out, so he's going through everything solo. And I'm pretty much going to make him... going to kind of role play him as a very paranoid, evil assassin. Might have him go around and try backstabbing and killing like a whole town. He's not going to trust anybody. He's going to be very frightful. I think I'm going to maybe make him a half elf or an elf, and maybe in this world I'll say that people don't really recognize elves that much. So in this small town where you start off with, everybody kind of dislikes me because they think I'm a demon with my pointy ears. And so very untrustful, very paranoid, dark assassin. I'm just gonna run solo and try to do stuff you're not supposed to do, like kill town people, go around just stabbing cows, and just kind of play the game backwards. So if you want to check out that video, I'm gonna probably start setting that up fairly soon, within the next couple days. So look for that series. I'm also gonna get back to some more Hearthstone, because that's the game I'm playing most right now. That's all my tips for now. If you have any comments or anything, please leave them. I'd like to thank everybody for watching. This has been Calabus, and this has been Baldur's Gate, the Enhanced Edition. I hope these tips help you out if you're having a problem starting the game. And I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.